This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
You know, when you're just having one of those days, you gotta play the boy. Whew. Alright. What is going on, guys? Jay Shy here with another video, and this is going to be a little bit of a different video. I wanted to kind of make a video about... I know that some of you guys are very talented. A lot of you want to be writers, some of you want to be artists and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll get comments like, what's my process? What do I do? You know, that kind of thing. And I never really did one of these videos because I feel like you can find these videos all over the internet, but then I noticed that everybody has a different process. But they kind of overlap one another, and they're almost similar. The steps are similar, but a lot of the processes are different. But I figure I'd make a video about some of my processes and show you guys some of the work that I did. So, like I said, if you guys want to become like a writer or comic book artist, or you're trying to make your own manga and stuff like that, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video, is because I'm actually working on a manga thanks to you guys. I have to thank you guys because you guys kind of inspired me to go back to this manga that I had kind of created like 6 years ago, and I decided to do it. So I figure I'd make this video, but I kind of have to be quick about it because apparently there's like this weird thunderstorm going on where I live, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the hurricane. But anyway, so before you start, you're gonna need an idea. Duh, you're gonna need some sort of idea, right? So these are basically scripts to comics. Every time I come up with an idea, I put that idea in one of these composition books. They're really heavy. I never realized how much stories I wrote, but I wrote all my ideas in these things. So, like this one says the hour script. So whatever, I'll put this down. You guys just got a glimpse of something that I was working on, but sure, why not? I don't know if I'm gonna continue that though, but hopefully let's see how this goes. But so I wrote the script for my book Hours in this. It took me about probably about 2 weeks just to run down, but to really flesh out it probably took maybe like a month or two. And that's just me walking around getting ideas. So a lot of you probably want to know, well, how do you write it, right? Sure. Okay. So the way I write my scripts are like this. Like, hold on, let me see. Let me grab the okay, let me move this to the side. Okay, so this is my portfolio. I think Hours is in this. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So every idea always starts off with a picture. The first thing that I ever did was this. So I drew this picture of a guy. Hold on, I'm gonna have to rotate the camera quite a bit. So I drew this picture of this character, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't really care. I just kind of drew it. Sure, whatever. And then I remember a while ago, a writer that I had previously worked on a book with, which was a book. Let me see if I have it here with me. That's this book right here. It's called Breaking the Fourth. I am the penciler on this, and it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool book. It was a team of us. All of us are down here. I did all the pencil work in this book, but every idea starts with something. Usually, for me, it starts with a picture of something, and the picture just happened to be this. After I did that, I went into like the stage where I would like jot notes down, which was in here. The first thing I did was I came up with like characters in my head, and one of the next things I ever drew was, let's see, where is it? It was this. So I drew this, And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it was the same guy that I drew before, but this time he has like this kid with these two kids with him, whatever, and there's this thing with hands. I don't know why I'm doing this, whatever, sure. Then I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I remember the writer that I had worked with on Breaking the Fourth had an idea for a story, and I asked him if I can borrow some of it. And I just took the idea and I just kind of wrote it in here. Now, usually when I write a script, it's very loose because I'm writing a script for myself. So, page 3, I started on page 3 only because I already had page 1 and 2 jotted down in my head. But a lot of the times when I'm writing something, like it'll have, you know, page 3, I want 3 panels on that page. And then I'll kind of highlight how I do it. Kind of like what I did in one of my other books. So like, this was another book that I wrote called Changing Pains. This was kind of like a side story to ours. But I don't know if I'm going to continue, but it does the same thing. Page 1, 5 panels. And then I'll kind of jot down like little things that I want in those panels. But I started getting real crafty with like the highlighters and stuff like that. And highlighters are like a must. You should definitely get highlighters. Oh my god, I just dropped this picture that one of my students drew for me. Probably, I don't know what this is, but I think it's a character from a cartoon, but I don't know. But anyway, so here it says page 3, 3 panels, right? It says Savage looks around the corner of the shelf holding products on it. So if I'm not mistaken, this script is from the second part of the book. And then Savage grips the corner holding, looking, what is it? Savage grips the corner, looking around, shocked and scared. It was supposed to say shocked, but it said stocked, whatever. Shocked and scared. And he whispers, what the hell? And then you're having this establishing shot of chaos in the shop, and whoever this character was that I made up is now soulless, ripped the throat out of, we can see people being attacked in the background. I kind of just wanted like this big dramatic shot, so anyway, I'm going to show you guys that shot, which was this. So I did my 3 panels of him peering around the corner, and then he looks shocked, and then you were supposed to see chaos in the background, but I didn't do that. I just wanted to draw, and this is where changes would come in to your story, because originally the script was like was supposed to be shot from another angle, so you're supposed to catch her doing this, and then the front of the store and people being attacked in the background. The reason why I changed that was because when I was writing the script, this is how things can change. When I was writing the script, I knew that my character was going to leave the store through an exit, and I didn't want him to like have to run through a bunch of characters or you know, soulless and stuff like that, or whatever I called them in the book. So I kind of hinted, hey, there's an exit in the background through my artwork, but he never says anything about it until you get to the next page, and it says, Savage slowly walking away from the carnage happening at the front of the store. Sure. And he says to himself, oh man, you know, I don't believe this, blah, 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 blah. Right? Then, let me see if I can move this over just a bit. There's a lot of things going on. Okay. So, technically, there was supposed to be other things happening. Obviously, this is how things change. Because even though the shot says you can see the carnage and he's shocked by it, the problem is that as a writer, I didn't feel that I captured, you know, that look of, you know, disbelief of what's going on, and then I kind of rewrote things in sequence as I was drawing it. So you still get a shot of the front of the store. No one's in it, unfortunately, but sure. Then let me see if I can find this. Of course. Let's see. I just had it too. Is it underneath this? No. Huh. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here is ours, like complete, drawn and everything, colored. So as you can see, like when I was drawing it, I kind of like changed some of the writing too. So you're gonna do that when you're doing your comics. This was one of my processes. Like I noticed when I wrote it, a lot of things felt like sped up and forced until I started drawing it, and then I started adding pacing to the stories. When I originally came up with the concept for Hours was just a test. It wasn't supposed to be an expansive world and all this stuff. It was just a test because I got some very good advice from an editor who told me I should really start off with a short story. And when you do that, it shows you all your flaws that you'll have in your stories, like all these little things. And I started to notice it compared from the first 2 pages all the way to like towards the back. I got better with pacing. So the concept of doing a short story, because I know you guys have like expansive worlds, I would start off with something small, in my opinion, and it will help you hone those muscles that you're not yet comfortable using. And then later on you can add in new characters and motivations. Like obviously this shot right here is a motivation, and apparently a lot of people like this one scene. A lot of people that read the story on my Tumblr, they just love this part where I kind of grounded this character and you kind of fell for her. Like a lot of people like this one, and I wasn't, to be honest with you, it wasn't until I really learned from the last couple of pages that I drew. My steps for making comics is I write up a script first. Did I put it on the floor? Yeah. So I write up a script first. That's the first thing I do. Well, the first thing I do is really come up with an idea in my head and then write a script. After I'm done writing, the scripts or whatever, then I do, which I'm pretty sure I don't have, they're probably somewhere else, I do what is called thumbnailing. Thumbnailing is kind of when you take like sketches of things and you kind of jot ideas down. I probably do. Let me see, because I have one of these things that keeps all my stupid notes in. Let me see. I don't know if I have Hours kind of like references and stuff like that. No, it doesn't look like I have any. No, I don't. But what I do have is this, which is also pretty cool that you guys can get to see this. This is whenever I work for like a writer. This was issue 2 of The Fourth Wall. This was let me see if I can show this to you. Let me get rid of this. Okay. I know this video's boring. This is for the people who want to learn, I guess. I don't know. But so this is the second issue, the script from Antonio Bagori of Breaking the Fourth, and usually it looks like this. See, page 1, 5 panels, panel 1, all this stuff is happening. These are the dialogues. So here's my other portfolio. Let me see what I can find in here. All right, I got a lot of artwork. Okay, so what he asked me to do was, like, it opens up in a scene with the kitchen, Blitz and Lady V sitting at a table, misshape, near the counter, pouring drinks for everybody. And this is kind of what I drew in the first one. You can kind of see the 3 characters sitting around at the table, da-da-da-da. And it's basically like this scene of all of them just kind of socializing on this one page. And he is very thorough when he knows what he wants on a page. A lot of times as writers you should do that, but at the same time leave room for the artist to draw what he wants. So a lot of writers, if you're a writer out there and you want to create something, always leave room where you want your word bubbles to go. Every time I draw something, I always leave like an empty spot where I know people are talking. See, always leave a spot here or leave a spot up here. Always leave clear places where word bubbles can go and they're not blocking anything important. So, anyway, I know that's not like... I'm gonna turn the camera around. So, oh god. Okay, so I know that's not like extensive, like, oh man, can you go into detail with stuff? Because it'll probably take forever because my process is very long. Right now, I'm still working on. There's stuff on my floor. I'm still working on the script for my manga right now. Last time I told you guys I was on 100 pages. I'm still on 100 pages because I cranked out 100 pages in like 2 days, and I burnt myself out. And now I know I should just take my time while writing the story because I want you guys to enjoy it when it's done. I do have a preview sitting at my feet, but right now I wonder if, let me see if I can show you guys. I gotta get a good preview. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this, and then I'll no, wait, because like this stuff is really like, I'm trying to keep it a secret until I'm able to like really show you guys what I want to show you guys. Let's see. This is, where is it? Oh, did I put it? Yeah, I probably put it way over there. But here, I'll do this for you. Since I can't find what I want to find for you guys, I'll show you guys the preview of what was necessarily supposed to be Hours Volume 2. How about that? I'll do that. Okay. So, alright. So Hours Volume 2, like originally, like I said, Hours Volume 2 wasn't supposed to be a thing. It was never a thing in my head. Or, let me see. But a lot of people were like, so what's gonna happen? What's this and what's that? And I was like, look, man, look, whatever. Here it is, guys. This is the cover to Hours Volume 2. I did this. I did this while I was at work one day, and I just decided to do it. And yeah, I did start writing something, and then I was just like, man, I kind of want to move on to this manga that I want to do, mostly because of the fact that I don't think that I'm very good at coloring, and I don't want to go back into that. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to draw Hours anymore, is because I started coloring the first one. I don't want to color if there was a second one. But anyway, this video has gone on long enough. I'm not gonna bore you guys with all this stuff, but I will leave you with this last thing, and this is the last thing I did for Marvel. So I did this splash page for Marvel since it is a Spider-Man day. Spider-Man's game just came out. This is Ultimate Spider-Man issue 112, I think, that I did. Ultimate Spider-Man. This is when Bendis was writing it for Marvel. I did draw this. I wasn't working at Marvel. I just drew this for Marvel. I drew this because I was inspired by Bendis's like storytelling. So I was just like, oh, let me draw a cover, whatever. Apparently I was told I'm not good enough. So that happens, but you know, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta go your own road, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, I hope you guys found this video informative, and I hope I don't look too black because of the light, and you can see my face. But I will see you guys next time, and I'm gonna get started on writing more of this, and maybe I might do a vid, I don't know if you guys would want it, of my workstation, like where I draw my comics. So yeah, keep me posted, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.